we've got a bit of a problem here. Personally, Ahmed and I have been discussing this quite a bit in recent weeks. We got bug problems.
Bug problems, skunk problems. You know,
you've had more problems than most.
So many problems at my house, you know, along with the toddler that is just a walking tornado, but that's normal.
Your hands are full. We have a pest problem. Many people do. This is the time of year when they start to mount. So joining us tonight is Emily Scappaticci from Pestway. Thank you so much for joining us. I hope I pronounced your name correctly.
Yeah,
did I?
thank you for having me. I'm glad to be here.
All right, we're happy to have you. We were just chatting during the commercial break a little bit, and this was not always your forte.
No,
was it?
No, absolutely not. If I would have thought, like, wow, in 20 years, what am I going to be doing with my life? It would not be taking care of people's bug problems.
Yeah.
Now, the wildlife side I do enjoy, and the baby season and all that is really amazing. But, yeah, the bugs, nobody likes them.
No, and we're all dealing with them right now. This time
Yeah.
of year is a huge year for your business and for people who are frustrated with bugs.
I mean, a big one that I know both of us have been having this problem as well, and I know a lot of people have also been having to deal with that because I've had some viewers talk back and forth with me about this. Those little black ants.
Yeah.
They're
As soon as the weather
everywhere.
change, they just
Yeah.
move in.
Yeah.
What do we do for something like, I mean, it's you do the little traps and stuff, and they go away here, and then they pop up there.
So that is actually like a big thing that I talk to customers about not doing.
Okay.
The over-the-counter traps, actually, ants are one of the most intelligent bugs. So when you do an over-the-counter trap or like poison, it kills a few of them, but all that does is alert the queen to make more satellite colonies.
Oh.
So she'll just make more ants.
Great.
And then you'll have them everywhere. Instead of just like a small problem, you have a massive problem in your home. So that's why we, you know, remind everybody, don't do your own self-treatment. It's not going to help you. Just give us a call and, you know, it's just a better route.
You're allowed to tell us that we screwed up.
It's okay. That's okay. We all have been there. I got this.
What is the professional response then? How do you guys tackle it?
So we have different products that just aren't available to the public, different baits that the ants actually will carry the baits back to the queen, take it to the colony, take it out that way. We have repellents that we'll put around the house as opposed to people will put a repellent in the house and a bait in the house and then no ants are even getting to the bait.
Right.
So we just have, you know, the methods to find the main nest, stuff like that.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
And I mean, there's this other part that is especially starting to build up now with how hot it is outside. Somebody goes outside and goes, I think my trash can's smelling a little bit. And then they pop open that lid and stuff starts flying out or crawling out and rinse it out with a hose. And then it seems that issue keeps coming back as well. I mean, is this something that's, it seems like it's a common issue.
Yeah, flies definitely are. And it is, with fly treatment, it's mostly sanitation. So we can do different chemicals and different products. But with flies, you get that one trash problem and then they lay eggs somewhere else. So you took care of that one, but then they jumped, just like the ants. So it's really just when you see a fly problem, checking everywhere that they might be to get that taken care of.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And then I think the biggest one at this time of year is mosquitoes. You know, everybody wants to enjoy their patio and nobody can because they're everywhere. Them and stinging insects. So that's a big thing. And I think with that is mainly getting rid of breeding sites for mosquitoes. So like they like standing water. So if you have a bucket or a wheelbarrow or a standing water pond, those kind of things.
If somebody has like a bird bath, should they dump it out every day and refill it, or how often, I guess, do they have to do that to make sure that that site is not going to be?
Yeah, that's a great question. I would say every couple of days is fine. You'll be able to see the little larva in there, and as soon as you see that, you want to get rid of that.
And is it in the water, floating on top of it?
Yeah, you'll see them floating on top with the mosquito larva, and you'll be able to see them. They kind of wiggle around. They look like little worms in the water.
I asked because I have a big watering can that I had outside on the patio, and there was a little bit of water in it.
Uh-oh.
And I dumped it out real quick, and then I put it inside. And then later I was thinking, am I going to have a bunch of mosquitoes?
Oh, no. So
probably not if we dumped it out.
Yeah,
Okay.
they need that
better.
water to
Okay.
hatch. So if you get rid of the water sites and the breeding sites, then you're fine.
All right.
So I had a big problem a couple of weeks ago.
Okay.
Skunks living under the deck. Dog got sprayed 3 times.
Oh, no.
It is great to try and wash a dog and get that skunk smell out at 1 in the morning, by the way.
Yeah, of course.
And one of the projects that we had to do, at least there, was to put in something called, they called it a skunk wall or like a rat wall.
Yep.
Is that something that people can do? Because a lot of back and forth was, well, trap it, like live trap it, move them somewhere else. But that's illegal, isn't it? To trap it and move it.
So there's different regulations in different counties. So it just depends on where you're at, what's going on. The rat wall is your best option because even if you trap and remove that one skunk, there's a good chance another one's going to come through because they travel, obviously. So getting that rat wall in is your best option, and any like full-service wildlife company can do that for you.
Yep.
Just like it sounds like you talked to us because we call it a rat wall. Did you use Pestway or Platinum?
No comment on that one.
All right, so what are some common habits that you see, bad habits, that might lead to more pest problems?
So like you were talking about with the trash buildup, you know, raccoons love that, skunks love that, bugs love that. Leaving any standing water, that's huge for mosquitoes. In terms of habits to prevent stinging insects, you can't do much besides making sure your wood is stained and stuff like that.
Yeah.
They're gonna nest where they nest. So getting a preventative treatment up is your only thing. And then in terms of other wildlife, they're there. You know, they're gonna be here. We're in their home too. So it's just a matter of, you know, dealing with it when it comes.
And with yellow jackets, the ones that everybody, they're the most favorite of the insects that fly around and sting you.
Yeah.
They always say a lot of times you get the can and it's like, all right, so you gotta hit the nest in the evening or the cooler hours. What's the reason for that? You can't just go wham right in the afternoon.
So the reason is you want to do early morning or evening. All of them are going to be in the nest at that time. During the day, they're out getting food. Now we can, if you have a pest control professional come out, we can treat during the day because we can put different products down that have a residual. But with that wasp spray that is an instant kill, you have to hit the wasps, so they need to be there.
All right.
Yeah.
And what is your biggest problem right now? Is it the mosquitoes? Is it the ants? What are people ringing up the company for?
That's a great question. I would say mosquitoes probably the worst right now. Despite it being so dry, you know, we're not getting the super cold winters that we were getting, so these bugs are overwintering. Ticks, the same thing. We're getting a lot of tick calls, more and more every year.
Yeah.
So yeah, I would say the mosquitoes and ticks.
Even in some surprising areas, right?
Yeah.
It's not necessarily the woods.
Oh,
No.
yeah, no.
Oh yeah, no, definitely. Residential backyards. I mean, I saw a couple out there even just the other day, and that's just, the tick thing has always been something that's really been for me.
I know, me too. And we live in the woods, so the ticks are rampant. And we had a handful in our house, and my husband was like, we own a company. Why is this happening?
Should that be happening?
Revenge. It's vengeance.
I know, so he made me treat the house, of course, to make sure that doesn't happen. Because the ticks are the worst, and they carry so many diseases. It's so important to make sure that we're not
play
letting
around
them
with
in.
that. Protect the pets as well.
Yes, yeah, absolutely.
All right. Well, Emily, thank you so much for joining
Yeah,
us.
thank you
Hopefully
for
we
having
don't have
me.
to call you too soon.
I know. Yeah. I hope not.
All right. Thank you so much for your time.